What is up, guys? How's it going? Welcome back to the VTI Legends Corner. I'm your host, Orange Leader 398. Now today we're going to go over a nice wonderful thing called mods. And with mods, oh man, what are they? Why are they important? Let's hit the ground running because this could be a very long topic if you took time to explain every little single part. But first off, what are mods? Well, mods are going to be the abilities, they're little discs, that are going to help enhance your character's abilities. Now, with level 1 characters, you do not have access to them. However, once you hit that sweet level 50, you unlock the ability to obtain mods. And they go in this nice little up corner here. There's 6 different spots. Each one has their own types. And each set has their own set of abilities. Now on a mod, I'm just going to go ahead and assign one. I can take it off later. But basically, each one has a primary stat, which is going to be a lot higher than any of the secondary stats that you can have. And it's going to have 4 secondary stats that go with it. Now with each of these, they increase in their power. Now, how do they increase in power? Well, if you look over here to the left side of the screen where you see all my fun little discs, all my mods, you can see they range anywhere from a gold background, which are what we like to call 6-dot mods. Then you have your step down, which are the gold 5-dot, and they go all the way down to eventually there would be a white symbol. I don't have any white symbols on here. Let's see, can I find any? I usually don't keep a lot white. There's a white. And so with something like this mod being a white, it only has one of each ability. It's actually not a bad one because it does have some speed. So now we're going to learn how to upgrade a mod. When you get mods, they are typically at like level 1, and so you have to upgrade them. If it's white, level 1, the only thing you're going to see is a primary stat. If you find like a green, there's the first stat is showing. Blue, you got the 2 secondary stats. Purple, you got 3 of them. And if it's a gold that you see at level 1, you're going to see all the stats. Now, in order to try and upgrade the stats from anything that's white, you need to take it up to level 15, and we have this wonderful thing called slicing. Slicing is where you're going to use your slicing materials that you get throughout the game, and you're going to upgrade it. So I just upgraded a white to a green. Now notice on the screen, I now have a 2 by the protection. That means that stat has increased a level. Now on a mod like this, being a defensive mod, protection is not a bad thing to have. Though speed is typically king when it comes to mods. And hey, there you go. So far at a blue level 15, we have 2 levels put into it. And we are up to 10 speed. Let's see if we can't get lucky as we keep going. 15 speed. This is actually a really good mod. Can we keep it going for the camera? No, we cannot. So, on a mod like this, 15 speed is not bad. It is not bad at all, because once you kind of get those all around, they add up very quickly. So let me go ahead and revert these, because we're going to be using Kyle here later. Now that's how you slice some mods, but where do you get them from? Well, you have 2 locations where you can get them from. You can get them over in the mod challenges, where you can go over, choose a tier, do some battles, and you're going to get some mods. Now, if you're a fairly young player in the game and this is how you're obtaining most of your mods, because that's how most people do at the start, anything that is 3-star here, or a 3-dot mod, or a 4-dot mod, just trash it. When you get the chance, just trash it. You don't really want to touch those. This won't be a bad one. That has some potential with a 5 speed. Here's a level 1 green. Once again, only one secondary stat, and the primary shown. Like I said, the blue one here, you got 2 secondary shown. I did not get any purple. So, that's one place where you can get mods. They have every different type of mod, so that way if you are looking for a certain set, you could do that. Or if you're looking for a particular type of mod, you can go into your shipments and you can actually buy them for either game credits or ship credits. I probably should call them character credits and ship credits, but here you're going to see a wide variety. Now, a little word of warning. Unless you actually see speed on the screen, like you do here, unless you actually see that, I would not invest anything into it. So this one is a maybe. I would not buy this one. So unless I actually see the speed, nope, wouldn't touch it. Not going to touch that. I personally would not recommend buying it, you know. This one, it's a potency mod, has some good offense, 5 speed to start, so you're guaranteed that speed. Now, whether you'll get any points into it when you upgrade it, like we did with our last one, it's random. It's absolutely random. There's no rhyme or reason. It just randomly picks one, and you get the bonuses for it. And the amount of bonus is kind of random as well. Sometimes you might get 3 speed, or sometimes you might get 5 speed. So, yeah, gold one here is 0 speed on it. I'm going to probably avoid it. There's very few cases where you're not going to be looking for any sort of speed. 3 speed, I'll probably avoid that too, you know. Because if I'm going to buy it, I'd rather find something that has at least 5 speed. So that way I know it's going to at least have a chance to amount to something. So, yeah, this store is the second place where you can get them if you're looking for something specific. So, for example, if you're looking for an offensive and protective mod for crit chance, you could take a risk on it if you don't care about speed. So, but it's a good way of actually knowing what you're going to get beforehand. So if I have a tank that I want speed and their ability to land buff or debuffs on the enemy, this is actually not a bad mod for that. So, now, you hear it from everyone. Everyone in their guide says speed, speed, speed. It's all about speed. They're not necessarily wrong. A lot of characters need a lot of speed. However, the real question then becomes, okay, I need speed, but there's 3 other stats. What do I do and what do I put on these characters? And well, that just kind of depends on the character themselves. So for example, I have L337 here. I haven't really put anything into her, haven't really used her. However, I've seen enough use of her in other people online and just in-game to kind of know that she's built to be a tank. She's supposed to be tanky. So you're probably looking health mods, you're probably looking defensive set, and you're looking for potentially high speed, but you're also looking for health. So let's go ahead and we will sort by speed, and we will see what we can get here. So because she is not quite at gear 13 or gear 12, she is not allowed to have the 6-dot mods. So I cannot put this 14 speed on her currently. So, kind of looking through, here is a defensive one. It's got 9 speed, some tenacity and health. So we'll go ahead and assign that. So right there we have some health, we have some tenacity, we've got a little defense, some speed. Now the primary for most of these squares, actually all the squares, is going to be offense. So we're not going to really be able to find a primary set that works well because they're all offense. If you have a square, it's offense. Other squares will offer, or other mods of different shapes will offer different things as their primaries. But I think for this one, this isn't bad. Tenacity is going to allow L337 to try and resist any debuffs that might come their way. The health will be a benefit. And, you know, the speed is nice. So in honor of that, we're going to keep looking for some high speed. Ooh, this is a really good mod right here. Let me go ahead and kind of move myself up to here. That way we can kind of see what we look like, what we're looking at. Actually, let's just move that down here while we're at it. So, we got ourselves a good 17 speed, we got a little bit of offense. We have some more tenacity, we have 5 defense, and it is a defensive primary. So defensive primaries are going to help kind of reduce the incoming damage. I like that. And right now, that's good. You know, we've increased the speed from 94 to 420, or 120, yeah, one of them days. And health has increased a little bit as well. Tenacity has gone up. And eventually, as we kind of throw more on, more stuff's going to be increasing. Armor is a big thing there. We've jumped that up from 17.5 to almost 24%. So that's going to help reduce the incoming damage. Now, with mods, you're going to get something called set bonuses. And having 2 defensive mods right there, we got ourselves a set bonus. So for having a set bonus of just 2 defensive mods, it is a 12.5%. Now if both mods are level 15, that ups to 25%. Now, with each of these sets, you have a different amount required. So if you do a health or defense set, you only need 2, which isn't much, so you can get 3 sets. So if I do 3 defensive sets at level 15, I'm going to get a 75% increase in defense, which is huge. Other characters, they might need crit damage, but those are going to require 4 mods in order to try and give you that increase. Crit chance and tenacity are both just 2. Offense mods are 4. Potency requires only 2, and speed requires 4. So you can only get 1 speed set, and then you'd have to do like a potency, tenacity, crit chance, defense, or health set to kind of match with it. But for L337, definitely going to kind of continue with that defense here. So I believe everything should still be sorted by speed, yep. Which does not look like I have a lot of defense here. So, kind of looking at this, I do have a little bit of speed here, but I have a lot of offense on this mod. It's okay. This might be one of those where, you know, maybe we throw a health set on there, so that way we can get a little more speed and maybe find something a little better. So we got some defense, tenacity, crit chance is okay. We got protection primary, though, which is pretty nice. Let's go ahead and check this one next to it. So we're down 1 speed. We got some defense, protection. We got some offense and protection. So between the two, I like having a little bit of the protection kind of doubled up. So I think we're going to go with that for now. So we're eventually going to need to have at least one more health mod somewhere mixed in here. So if we look at the defense here, so we have double the offense, double the defense, and speed. That's not bad, but maybe we'll try and find something with a little more protection or something like that. Defense could chance more offense. L3 is not made to hit hard. She's really not. So as we kind of go through, we want to make sure we find something more built towards that. And I think this mod is definitely going to be more built towards that. Potency, double defense, but health. So I think this would be one that I would choose to kind of slide in there. And so now I need one more defensive mod and one more health mod. So kind of looking here, this might end up being our health mod. So I don't have a lot of defense left here. So yeah, let's look at some of our health mods here. Ooh, tenacity, double protection, and speed with a defense primary. Yes, please. That is going to help make her even tankier. And then now let's see here. Oh, we do have a level 12. Tenacity is big. Shake off those debuffs. Potency, don't necessarily need that, but the speed and the protection is actually pretty good. And there we go. Now do notice in my set bonus here though, I have a gold defensive mod set and I have a blue one. Now the reason I have that blue one is because that last gold mod I just put on is not up to level 15. So if you're curious, you know, it's like, how do you know which bonus you're getting? Whether I'm getting the 12.5 or the 25? Well, there's your sign right there. Whether it's gold or blue. So since it's blue, I'd definitely like to upgrade that. Take it up to 15. There we go. We get that increase in that primary stat. And we're good to go. Now, all this protection and defense and stuff is great on L337. But if we go to our buddy Kyle Katarn, he's not built to be a tank. He is built to be a pretty speedy guy who is maining on attacks. Like, his whole thing is damage output, causing lots of damage. You know, trying to boost the speed of the team. So we're going to look for some offense sets here. So right off the gate, I kind of already see that I do have an offense set. This is going to help with the damage. It has a crit chance, a lot of tenacity. So we'll throw that there for now, and we'll kind of look around. Now, offense is going to be one of those. Remember that it requires 4 in order to fill it. So, if you need to look for something very specific, you can always do a filter and say, okay, I want a attack set. You know, I want a damage set, try and do as much damage as possible. And you can get even more specific. So, for example, you know, primary, I'm just going to kind of leave that open. But my secondaries, I definitely do want to have probably speed, offense. If I could get double offense and speed on him, that would be amazing. However, I have 0 mods that meet that requirement. So we're going to have to kind of draw that back a little bit. Let's go ahead and do just speed and offense percent. Now, I do have a few of those that are going to line up right here. So I'm going to have a 4 speed and another 4 speed. Now I could look at, I have offense and health, or I have defense and protection. I think I might go with the offense, health. Well, but we want to look at that primary stat as well. So with a double protection, offense and speed, this is probably going to be the one I'd place there. So, I missed my confirm button on the filter. So now I'm going to do offense just based on pure speed. See if I can't find anything helpful here, because you definitely want to make sure that he's fast. So what do we got here? We do have 5 speed, no. What I got for here? 5 speed. It does have a chance to roll for some more speed. He has high crit chance though, and some good potency with crit damage. I'm liking this mod. This mod is definitely all about the damage output. You got the crit damage primary, so when he does crit, he's going to do 30% more. Potency to try and land any debuffs. Crit chance increases the chance of him getting that crit. Offense up, some speed. This is a good mod, and I am going to actually just upgrade that to 15. It might not quite have the best speed, but you know what? Let's roll it once and see if we can get lucky. Well, hey, we now have a 6.7% increase to our crit chance. Not necessarily anything wrong with that. Alright, so we do have a purple level 1 mod. We are able to see 3 of them. If we just increase the level by 3, it'll show us the next one. Now it's defense, but I do like the fact that we have offense, primary, speed in the secondary, and some good protection. So I'm going to up this to level 12. Everything rolled into defense. I like this mod a whole lot less now. I really do. If I really cared about defense on him, I would keep it, but that's not a good mod. It went really bad. Some potency, some crit chance. Let's go ahead and upgrade this and see if it's going to be worth it. Do a little slicing here, see if we can't roll some good stuff. We got a potency. I gotta see a speed here. Potency. Not really great either. So I think we'll probably end up putting this one on him to complete the set. Everything is level 15. We get that set bonus. Now, for the last one, we're going to want to do something with 2. Personally, kind of looking at it, for him, with 2 left, I'd probably do a crit chance. Give us the best ability to try and increase that damage capacity on him. So we're going to do the ×2. See if we can't find anything good here. Now we got some speed. This thing has not been upgraded at all, so let's see how it goes. Defense tenacity. Okay. Moving on. Let's see. We got some speed. We got some crit chance health. Okay. Alright. That has some potential. Let's see what the next 2 stats are here. Defense. Ugh. My luck today with these mods have not been the greatest. Because as you can tell, this is just straight up RNG. There's no skill. There's no way to control it. It is absolute 100% luck. Because, I mean, offense primary is what you're going to get on a square, but I'm not seeing any offense here, and I need to make sure I have some sort of speed as well. I don't like the double defense. I mean, this one at least gives us a crit chance. So we're going to do some upgrading here, because this is going to give us our best chance to increase the power of Kyle. More health, hey, that's survivability there. It's still only a 4 speed. It's just not great. Now here's a 10 speed mod with an offense and a crit chance that's already rolled 4 times. That's pretty good. So I'm not even going to double guess that. I'm just going to put that on there, slap it on, and I'm going to upgrade it, because it's good enough to upgrade to that point. So, taking our level 50 Kyle Katarn, with just mods alone and getting some okay rolls. Speed hasn't increased that much, but his health and protection have increased quite a bit. His crit chance has basically doubled. His damage has gone up. I mean, he's going to be a lot better with mods. And that's the whole point of mods, is that it brings a variety to the game, it brings a variety to the characters, and each character is going to have their own things that they look for. Like with Kyle, it's all about that damage, doing that damage output. Because he has a lot of abilities where, if you go to the final text, he's dealing damages to enemy twice. If it's his turn, deal damage a 3rd time, If you can get 3 crits on an enemy, that's a lot of damage. And yes, I know that's a meme, but it's an accurate meme. It's a lot of damage. As where L3 is a tank. It's used for that defense. It needs that health, that durability, that sturdiness. And so, speed will always be king when it comes to mods. However, each character has their own thing. If you want to find someone who they basically survive solely on crit chance, you're going to have to look for one of my Jedi friends here, who speed is not necessarily key. She lives on assisting and living on crit chance. Ayla Secura. I love to bring her in under a Jedi team, whether it be Revan, Jedi Master Kenobi, you name it. I like putting her in there because whenever she critically hits, she stuns the target for 1 turn. So on a Kenobi team, she is usually the weaker one. She's going to be the one assisting and helping out. If I run like a Qui-Gon team, there's a lot of opportunities between him, potentially Shaak Ti, maybe some other Jedi that called in for assists, that she gets a lot of chances to try and stun. So if you're looking for someone who doesn't need to be fast, but you have a lot of, crit chance up, or like crit damage, or like ideally potency and crit chance, this is a person who you'd put it on. Because here I have a potency set and a crit chance set, because I want to give her the best chance to try and do that. So here I rolled double on a crit chance, and I got a potency on there, I got some speed, but it's a 20% crit chance primary stat. Here, I got 22 speed on her just to kind of have her help out a little bit more, get some more turns in, She can be seen as an underdog. So, when it comes down to it, yeah, the king is speed. Speed's the king. But when it comes to looking at the other secondaries that are with it, they are just as important, and you definitely want to have good secondaries on them. If you can get some great secondaries, such as like health or crit chance, crit damage, those are huge. And, ultimately, there's no one guide. You could do an entire guide for each character and what would be perfect, what's the most useful. But let's be honest. Ain't nobody got time for that. Too many characters that could each have their own set of mods with what's perfect for them. And maybe one day someone will create like a tier list where it's like, okay, this combo goes with these characters, this combo goes with these. But in the meantime, there's not enough downtime for that because, as you can see, I got a lot of stuff to try and work on with my team. And, there's always mods to be doing, mods to be working on, mods to be slicing. I mean, I have Lord Vader here at Relic, and I still don't have 6-dot mods on him because I gotta work on slicing some better mods. Some of the ones on him are not the best, but they'll make do until I can find the perfect ones. So though, yes, it's a bit of a grind, if you find the right mods, it can give you a huge advantage in the game. And so I recommend definitely working on mods and spending the time for it. They can be a little expensive, yes, I get that. I have an alt who got his first character to G12 yesterday. So that's a milestone on my alt account. But, mods are kind of on the back burner because I don't have a lot of credits. Now, my main is lucky. It's been playing long enough. I got credits. If I could donate credits, I would donate credits because I have 575 million. And you know what? I wish I could, but unfortunately I can't. Because really, they need to find a way to kind of help out the earlier games with doing that. And trying to get, stuff like that earlier into people so that way they can explore mods. Because that's one of the biggest things is with how random it is, you get too many terrible mods that you can't really do a whole lot with. That's just like, toss it away, You get some credits in return, but not really enough. But ultimately, it is absolutely worth the investment. So make sure you take the time to do the investment. Be smart with it. If you're looking for speed and you're still at 5 speed by the time you hit purple, trash it. Don't go any further. Just trash it. Even if you get to blue and you're only at 5 speed, it might not be worth it. Sometimes you might roll a lot later and you get lucky, but it's a gamble. And if it's a gamble, you kind of have to take because otherwise your characters aren't nearly as good. So, hopefully this has been helpful. Definitely leave any comments on anything else that you would like me to kind of talk about, to go over, any events, any character breakdowns, whatever you want. Hit me up in the comments, let me know. But thanks for joining me in the corner. Orange Leader 398, I'm out.